Oftentimes, when you say that we should be leaving, we shouldn't be spending money on war, I know how the media and people like to marginalize that by saying, well, you're part of the radical left or you're living in a fantasy world. Well, I want to read you a quote, and this isn't by Martin Luther King, and it's not by Gandhi. This is by a five-star general Republican president. I quote, Dwight D. Eisenhower, by the way. I quote, "Every gun that is made, every warship launched, every rocket fired signifies, in the final sense, a theft from those who hunger and are not fed, those who are cold and not clothed. The world in arms is not spending money alone. It is spending the sweat of laborers, the genius of its scientists, the hopes of its children." So I would just ask that we rethink what it means to be secure. How is it secure to be wondering if you might be kicked out of your home because of a fraudulent mortgage? Is it secure to unsure if you could afford to pay for your child's health care if he or she gets sick? Is it secure to not know if you can find a job or if it's going to provide decent wages? And are we really secure to know whether we are breathing clean air, drinking clean water, or eating healthy food? And are we really secure when we know that 45,000 Americans die each year because they can't afford health insurance? And what about the thousands of soldiers that are coming home disabled, dismembered, and psychologically scarred, only to come home to an underfunded social safety net under annual budget assaults? I think we need to rethink what we've been told makes us safe and secure. It's not more wars, and it's not more money for the military. Okay, good. I'm not done yet. So, I really feel like, and I think we all feel this, that's why we're here tonight, is we're at a crossroads as a country. And I think this race epitomizes that crossroads. We can stay with the status quo. I think that we can all realize it's not just immoral, it's unjust, and it's wrong, and it's not serving the interests of our people. And I think you look back at the last year and a half with a Democratic president and a Democratic Congress, and believe me, I know how hard it must be to be in Congress with a Republican Party that's gone completely off their rockers. But the bottom line is that the results of the last year and a half is we're sending more money for wars, more money to the military. We're giving more money to Wall Street, the same people that ripped us off. We're subsidizing the private health insurance industry, even as they allow 45,000 people a year to die because they can't afford that care. Yet, so that's what's happened this last year and a half. Clearly, we need more Democrats like Marcy Winograd in Congress. That's one. And now this is when it starts to even get more urgent because, okay, we all realize we're running these deficits, right? So we know what caused these deficits, right? It's wars on borrowed money, a giant military, tax cuts for the rich, and a recession, which means a lot more people don't have money to pay for things. So what are we talking about now to address the deficit problem? Well, the president just appointed a deficit commission being run by two Wall Street tycoons that were instrumental in the deregulation of Wall Street that caused the economic downturn. And what are they proposing? Cutting Medicare and Social Security. Two billionaires that will never need those programs. And so right now, more than ever, we need to address what caused these deficits, not take it out on the people that are suffering from those who caused it. So to wind this down, we do need someone that's going to fight for people, not corporations. That's going to fight for homes, not banks. That's going to fight for jobs, not wars. And I think this, again, Marcy Winograd is going to do that. And this election is more than just about this race. It's about sending a message across the country that the Democratic Party has to start representing us, or we're going to start coming district by district, challenging, because we need a party that is for the people, by the people, and of the people. just in conclusion, I think we figure out, well, how can this be done? How do we help Marcy's campaign? Well, I mean, offhand, I know if you have a blog site, then write about this campaign on your blog site. If you are signed up for other blog sites, post on those blog sites. I would say just steer people to Marcy's website and steer them to what she's talking about, because she can make a better case than any of us can for her. I think people will be persuaded just by seeing her and listening to her. And so I think that's part of it, is just telling your friends, emailing your friends in this district that they got to vote on June 8th and to go check out her website. I think that's key. And write letters to the editor, because aside from the front page of newspapers, letters to the editor is the most read section of a newspaper. And then, the only way we're going to fight corporate money and multimillionaire candidates is lots of donations from lots of people. Not big donations, but lots and lots of small donations. And that's the only last thing I would ask is, give what you can, and maybe give a little bit more, and maybe don't do something you were going to spend your money on. Spend it for this, because I know how important it is. And that's all I have to say, except peace.